Big thank you to CF Moto for setting up this awesome test ride event for me this morning. Kind of a VIP morning before all the other demos start. We're taking out 4 of their bikes. We've already ridden the Ibex 800, so let's talk now about the CF Moto 450. Comfort is the first of my criteria when it comes to judging motorcycles. If a bike is not comfortable, you won't want to ride it. Out of the gate, it is a sport bike. I'm hunched over already. You know, I'm leaning over hard here. But it's not as uncomfortable as I thought a sport bike might be. I've owned a sport bike before. I had a Ninja 650. If you guys have been around the channel for a while, you've seen that. But my Ninja 650 was not as comfortable as this, ironically. I don't know. The seat on this, I'll give the seat, let's say, about a 5 out of 10. It's a stock seat on a sport bike, not my favorite. The riding position, however, is where I'm finding it very comfortable. My knees are just at the right angle for me. I'm about 5'8" with a 29-inch inseam. And I'm leaned over at just the right angle where I'm leaned forward, but I don't have a lot of pressure on my wrists. When I was riding my Ninja 650, I felt like I had a lot of pressure on my wrists a lot of the time, and it led to being very uncomfortable after a while. I do not feel like I have much pressure at all on my wrists here. It's very comfortable. I also feel like I'm leaned over further than I was on my Ninja 650, so that may also be part of it. The riding position, just the lean angle of my upper back, that may be part of it. So comfort, we're going to give about a 7 out of 10. For a sport bike, I think that's pretty darn high out of the gate. Now let's talk about power here. We are in 4th gear. Let's do a pull. Doing 65 there easy, no problem. It's got a 450cc engine. We'll put the exact stats up on the screen for you guys with the horsepower and the torque. But it is the best power to weight ratio in its class at the moment in the market. CF Moto, if you guys haven't heard about them, they've been in Asia for a long time, and they are just starting to get their way into America, and they are bringing some real competition with their price point to the other big Asian manufacturers. Whew. 75 without breaking a sweat. Shifting is very light, very comfortable, very fast. What a great bike. So power is excellent, no issues there. We're going to give power, I'm going to say about a 9 out of 10. I like the power band, it feels very good. The acceleration could be a little bit more peppy, in my opinion, so that's why I'm giving it a 9 out of 10 instead of 10 out of 10. It does it well. Maybe it does have rain mode and sport mode. I may not be in sport mode, I'm not entirely sure. I will double check on that. But we'll give power a 9 out of 10. Excellent on power. We're going to do a quick walk around up here for you guys, show you the bike. And then we'll come back with handling.
450 SS is a 270-degree twin cylinder. It's a 50 horsepower. The power to rate is the best in its class. It is a single channel ABS, and that is intentional, it being more of a sport spirited design. It does have Brembo brakes. Nice 4-piston front caliper, cross drilled.
Brembo's best in the business, man.
It sure is. It sure is. You know, it really is a terrific design. It's really a very smooth, powerful engine. And at 433 pounds, it is the best power to weight. It is very flippable, very comfortable.
And this kicks the Ninja 400 on power, right?
Right. Well, I don't know specifically the specs of the Ninja, but from everything that I'm hearing, it comes up above. It comes out above.
Nice.
Yeah.
We'll put the specs for that up on the screen. We're just hitting this button once to turn the screen on.
That's, so
oh, just ignition.
Turns the screen on. Start.
Full LCD digital screen in front of us here. Very nice. Vehicle info, telephone pairing, navigation. So the navigation is paired through the CF Moto app. Does it show a map or is it still just
map? It's a turn by turn.
Turn by turn. Okay. We got audio integration, so Bluetooth from your phone to your helmet. You can be hands-free and change your music selection here. Change settings for the bike. What kind of ride modes do we have on here? Is it just sport all the way, or can we change it up a bit?
There is different ride modes.
So we do have 2 different riding modes on here. We've got sport mode and then rain mode as well if you need more traction control. It's got a little kickstand down indicator down there, let you know. Dummy lights on the side. Nice liquid cooled. Well, it is liquid cooled, but we got a liquid crystal display here. Very, very nice. If I go into the sunlight there, it does get a little bit of glare on it, but it's still bright enough that it's very readable. Very impressed with that. All right, now that you guys have seen a walk around to the bike and you know the features, let's talk about the handling. Super lightweight, very nimble. Again, best power to weight ratio in its class, so it's going to be a lightweight bike. There's only so much you can really strip away, but CF Moto did a very good job with it. As far as being flickable side to side, if we just do a little press lightweight, I'm gonna give that, it's not my favorite. It's not the fastest in flicking. And that may be because I'm leaned over so far here. It feels like I've ridden bikes that will dive with a much lighter press. But as far as leaning over and really getting into a turn, absolutely fine. Flickability, not 100% in my book, but curves, leaning over, actually getting your knee over and down with it, feels great. And we're not exactly dragging knee here. It's a little bit damp on the road from early morning fog. We don't want to accidentally get this over too far and hit a wet patch anywhere. So we're not leaning too hard. But when we are leaning, it feels good. We've talked about comfort, power, handling. Let's talk about the style. It's a good looking bike. I like the LCD display up front. Very well designed, very well thought out. Information is all there. It's everything you need. It's not overwhelming. There's not so much info that it's distracting. It's just what you need up front. And I like it very, very much. On styling, let's give the bike a 9 out of 10. I think that's pretty darn good. Styling's going to be subjective to everybody, of course. So if you guys are more partial towards Kawasaki's or Hondas or Yamahas when it comes to the sport bike market, I would say this looks closer to a Yamaha than a Kawasaki or a Honda. Just my personal opinion. I've owned a Ninja 650. I've ridden Yamahas before. I'm going to say this looks overall a little bit closer to a Yamaha. So if that's the kind of style you like with the nose up front and the way the lights are situated, you might be more inclined towards this bike if you like Yamaha looks. As far as the price point, you guys are not going to believe this price point. I'm going to put it up on the screen for you guys. That's what's making CF Moto popular right now, okay? That number right there. These guys are kicking ass in the American market all of a sudden because they're coming in and punching below the belt and getting in under the MSRP of their competitors, and that's why this brand is growing so quickly in popularity. Will it last? That remains to be seen. But I can tell you, if I was in the market for a new sport bike, having owned 2 Kawasaki's, I have not owned a Honda or a Yamaha, but I've driven the Yamahas. It would be between this and probably a Yamaha. And that's saying something. Yamaha has been around for a long time as one of the big boys in the brands. So these guys are punching way above their weight class and doing a bang-up job. All right, we're going to wrap this video up. If you guys enjoyed it, please hit that thumbs up button, subscribe to the channel, and click the bell icon next to it. That'll give you guys notifications when there are new videos to watch here on MotoBlade. Thank you guys for watching. We are going to swap out to the next CF Moto bike here and give you guys one more ride here at Americade with CF Moto. Big shout out to these guys, Chris, Evan, Jackie. Thank you for coming along and setting this up for me this morning. Really appreciate you guys. Are the best. Till next time, y'all know what to do. Be careful, ride safe, ride on. I'll catch you on the next video.